Aminuddin Baki. Please take your seats. Leave all participants. So without further ado, I would like to invite Yang Berusaha Mr. A.B. Aziz bin Muhammad, Director of Institut Aminuddin Baki.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And very good morning, I bid to honorable guests, distinguished speakers, esteemed colleagues, and fellow educators. Ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply honored to address this eminent gathering of the 4th International Conference on Educational Leadership and Management with the theme of values-driven leadership in the world of education. This conference serves as an important platform for us to dig into the issues and solutions related to the preservation of human dignity in the context of education. The topic of my presentation, Sustaining Integrity and Global Excellence, hold great significance as it includes the core ideas of fostering excellence in education while ensuring its continuity with our national education philosophy. It is a topic that reflects deeply on our shared commitment to education and the well-being of our future generations. Looking from the educational perspective, the phrase sustaining integrity and global excellence highlight the vital roles of educational leaders, institutions, and systems in promoting sustainability across many dimensions. This reflects an education system that upholds ethics and trust as its foundation while striving for world-class standards in teaching, learning, and leadership. It emphasizes that true excellence is not measured by ranking alone, but by the ability to nurture responsible, resilient, and globally competent individuals. By anchoring progress in integrity, education ensures that the pursuit of international recognitions remains authentic, enduring, and beneficial to both local and global communities. These values, knowledge, and practices would contribute to a sustainable and equitable world. Therefore, in short, sustaining integrity and global excellence means nurturing an education system that is ethically grounded, consistently trustworthy, and globally competitive, ensuring that the pursuit of excellence never compromises the moral heart of education. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Education is responsible for over 10,000 primary and secondary schools, over 400,000 male and female teachers, and over 5 million male and female pupils. This responsibility is not easy, because every decision and action determines the future and sustainability of this country. I would like to set the stage by placing my talk within the context of Malaysia Madani, a visionary policy framework introduced by our 10th Prime Minister, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, earlier this year to drive and restore the dignity of the nation. In delivering his mandate, Team Developing Malaysia Madani, the Prime Minister called on everyone to practice the core values of Malaysia Madani in all affairs. Madani is an acronym for kemampanan kesejahteraan, daya cipta, hormat, keyakinan dan ihsan, or in English, sustainability, prosperity, innovation, respect, trust, and compassion. It embodies the core values that foster our nation's aspiration. It's our agenda Its agenda is clear: to focus on problem solving, meet the needs of our nation, create a peaceful and purposeful future, and fulfill the potential of our people and our country. These values demonstrate our commitment to sustainable development through education. The essence of Madani is broad and extensive, impacting every aspect of our society, but it is in and outside of the classroom, within the field of education, that the real struggle begins. Our goal should be nothing less than a cultural transformation in education, one that fosters a deep appreciation for the culture of dialogue among civilizations and drive curriculum reform at every level of our national education system. In line with this, we must recognize the critical role of educational leadership and management in shaping the future we visualize. The Ministry of Education's tagline captures our vision: cheerful students, happy teachers, excellent schools, prosperous nation. This is close to our vision of education as a source of joy, a place of learning and growth, and a catalyst for national prosperity. This vision is guided by the 7 cores of the Ministry of Education, each addressing a crucial dimension of our educational landscape. These cores encompass ensuring efficient and transparent communication between the ministry and schools, emphasizing the aspect of human dignity through the development of manners, moral and integrity, karomah insaniyah, minimizing multidimensional poverty among students from the B40 families, malnutrition, access devices and learning spaces, addressing educational dropout as well as literacy and numeracy issues in bridging the education gap. Teachers' welfare as the core of effective education delivery, upgrading of dilapidated schools building, especially in Sabah and Sarawak, and enhancing digital education capabilities in schools. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the ministry's goal to humanize education with an emphasis on the concept of karama insaniyah, or human dignity. This matter was raised during my meeting with the Honorable Minister of Education. She said, and this clearly means that the development of values in pupils is important to the ministry. Madam Minister also added that MOE is a ministry that is highly associated with manners, morals, and integrity, and those values need to be instilled in our children because they are the future of our country. Malaysia's leadership vision. In Malaysia, we often remind ourselves of the phrase nyala rasa guru, the flame within teachers that ignites passion for knowledge and love for learning. Sustaining integrity and global excellence is not possible without teachers whose inner flame continues to burn brightly. As Director General, my vision is clear: to embed integrity at every level of the system, from policy making in Putrajaya to classroom in Negeri Sembilan to training halls in Institut Aminuddin Baki. To pursue global excellence by benchmarking against the best while remaining rooted in our cultural and national identity. We cannot be globally excellent by abandoning who we are. Instead, our integrity gives authenticity to our excellence, making it meaningful and sustainable. Sustaining integrity and global excellence is not the work of a single ministry, a single leader, or a single teacher. It requires a collective ecosystem policymakers who lead with vision and transparency, school leaders who inspire rather than command, teachers who guide with compassion and courage, students who embrace both knowledge and values, and communities who stand shoulder to shoulder with schools in shaping the next generation. This is the spirit of ICELAM, to connect leaders, ideas, and practices across the globe so that we learn not only from our successes, but also from each other's struggles. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, I would like to dig into the topic of Sustainable Development Goal 4.0. In the context of the United Nations Agenda 2030, which addresses global challenges such as climate change, poverty, and inequality, education emerged as a powerful tool to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. We must acknowledge the crucial role that education plays in achieving these global ambitions as we gather here today. The topic of this keynote challenge is to explore the relationship between sustaining integrity and global excellence, placing the spotlight on Sustainable Development Goal for quality education. This objective of ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education and promoting lifelong learning opportunities for all is not just a target on paper, but a moral imperative for all nations, including Malaysia. This phrase, sustaining integrity and global excellence, embodies a vision of education that is both ethically grounded and internationally competitive. In the context of the United Nations SDGs, this phrase can be unpacked as a guiding principle that positions education as a key driver of sustainable development, human dignity, and global collaboration. Sustaining integrity reflects a long-term commitment to ethics, fairness, and accountability in education. Integrity ensures that teaching, learning, and leadership practice are transparent, inclusive, and free from corruptions or bias. This directly supports SDG 4 by promoting equity, lifelong learning opportunities, and fair access for all learners. SDG 10 reduce inequalities by guaranteeing that educational opportunities are delivered without discriminations and the respect for diversity. SDG 16, peace, justice, and strong institution, by fostering cultures of honesty, responsibility, and trust within educational institutions, which ultimately strengthens governance and societal cohesion. Global excellence as a commitment to world-class standard. This definition aligns with the essence of education. Education equips individuals with knowledge, skills, and values. These are needed to address the challenges of today. Simultaneously, education plays a crucial role in safeguarding the prospect of tomorrow. No doubt, through quality education, we can foster social progress, empower our communities, protect our environment, and cultivate the innovation needed for economic growth. Global excellence signifies the pursuit of high quality, innovation, and relevance in education system, ensuring that graduates are prepared to thrive in a complex, interconnected world. It's aligned with SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, by equipping students with future-ready skills that drive productivity, employability, and entrepreneurship. SDG 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, by embedding research, technology, and creativity into educational ecosystems. SDG 17, partnership for the goals, by encouraging international collaboration, knowledge exchange, and cross-border educational partnership that expand global citizenship and mutual understanding. The balance between integrity and excellence. The true power of the phrase lies in the harmony between values and ambition. While many institutions pursue global ranking or recognition, the pursuit of excellence must remain anchored in integrity. Without ethical grounding, excellence becomes superficial. Without striving for excellence, integrity risks becoming stagnant. Together, they create a model of education that is trustworthy, competitive, and sustainable. Education as a catalyst for the 2030 agenda. When education sustains integrity and pursues global excellence, it contributes holistically to the 2030 agenda for sustainable development. It produces not only knowledgeable graduates, but also ethical leaders, empathetic citizens, and innovative problem solvers who can address pressing global challenges such as climate change, inequality, and peace building. In this way, the phrase is not merely aspirational, but a call to action, urging institutions to align their missions and practices with the SDGs, ensuring that education remains a powerful lever for people, planet, and prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, in Malaysia, we are already on this journey toward the achievements of SDG 4. The Ministry of Education, as implementing partner, is indirectly involved in 6 key activities, namely skill development for adolescents and youth. Skills development for adolescents and youth is a significant aspect of Malaysia's education system. This emphasis on skills is crucial for preparing them to meet the challenge of the 21st century. Additionally, it aims to enable them to contribute effectively to the nation's economic and social development. For instance, promoting technical and vocational education and training TVET programs that provide practical skills and knowledge for various industries. P. Youth Environment Living Labs. Youth Environment Living Labs is an innovative program and platform that engage young people in environmental education, conservation effort, and sustainable development initiative. These living labs provide opportunities for youth to actively participate in hands-on projects, research, and activities aimed at addressing environmental challenge while fostering their leadership, problem-solving, and teamwork skills. This program often revolves around project-based learning, where young participants work on real-world environmental projects. This project can cover a wide range of topics, including biodiversity conservation, renewable energy, waste reductions, and climate change mitigation. Strengthening digital learning solution and stakeholders' capacity for the post-COVID recovery and resilience. This is crucial for ensuring that education remains adaptable, accessible, and effective in a rapidly changing world. One of the strategies is making sure professional development for educators to provide ongoing professional development opportunities for educators to enhance their digital teaching skills and encourage the sharing of best practices and collaboration among teachers. Promoting evidence-based policy dialogue in education. This is essential for informed decision-making, effective educational reform, and improved students' outcomes. One of the steps to facilitate evidence-based policy dialogue in the Malaysian education context is through international benchmarking. We can compare Malaysia's education system and policies with those of other countries to identify best practices and areas for improvement. International benchmarking can provide valuable insights into global trends. Strengthening education innovation in alternative and flexible pathways to learning and skills development. This is important for addressing the diverse needs of students and preparing them for the demands of the 21st century workforce. This is important because students are different and we need to get them ready for jobs in the 21st century. One day, to do this by understanding that students learn in different ways. Some like one way, others like another. So, we should have different ways of teaching, like doing project, learning through experience, or going at their own pace. Positive gender socialization in schools. Promoting positive gender socialization in schools is essential for fostering gender equality, reducing stereotypes and bias, and creating a safe and inclusive learning environment. One of the approaches to encourage positive gender socialization in schools is by providing teachers with training and professional development on gender-sensitive pedagogy and classroom management. Teachers should be equipped to address gender-related issues and promote inclusive education. Let me urge all of us, not just in Malaysia, but across the globe, to realign our program with the imperative of SDG 4. The Sustainable Development Goals provide us with an opportunity to apply the principles of sustainability to ensure their achievement by 2030, a mere 5 years from now. As educators, leaders, it is important for us to lead the change, driving change and innovation to make quality education accessible to all. Ladies and gentlemen, next let me touch on the framework for sustainable leadership in education that outlines 7 principles for sustainable leadership characteristics, namely a depth of learning and real achievement rather than superficially tested performance. Integrity gives leadership moral depth. Excellence ensures it has educational substance. It aims to measure and encourage meaningful understanding and competency. This approach focuses on fostering understanding rather than relying on rote memorization or test-taking skills. Deep learning involves the development of analytical abilities. Through this process, students acquire essential skills in critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making. Instead of just simply using facts, students are taught to ask questions, analyze information, and evaluate knowledge. B. Length of impact over a long period of time beyond individual leaders through effectively managed successions. Integrity sustains trust across generations. Excellence ensures that impact lasts beyond one leader's term. One of the most important aspects of leadership in education is developing a lasting impact. This impact should go beyond individual leaders and continue through skillful managed succession planning. The long-term impact often has a profound influence on the organization, encompassing its culture, belief, strategies, and overall sustainability. C. Breadth of influence, where leadership becomes a distributed responsibility. Excellence demands that leadership be shared widely. Integrity ensures this breadth includes fairness and inclusivity. In the context of leadership, this concept refers to extending the impact of leadership. This extension goes beyond a single person or a small group of leaders. It involves cultivating a culture of leadership. In this culture, ownership of leadership is shared throughout an organization or community. As a result, we observe the practice of shared leadership, empowerment, collaboration, and decentralization within schools. D. Justice in ensuring that leadership actions actively benefit students, in other schools. Integrity demands equity. Excellence ensures that justice is delivered at world-class standards. School leaders today have a dual accountability to the larger educational community and to their own school. Achieving this involves a various approach. Firstly, through collaboration and networking, school leaders can promote cooperation and networking among schools and educational institutions. By sharing best practices, resources, and expertise, they can bring benefit to students across a broader range of schools. Secondly, school leaders can facilitate this accountability through professional development. In doing so, they encourage the exchange of knowledge and expertise among teachers and administrators from various institutions. Diversity that replaces standardization and alignment with diversity and cohesion. Excellence thrives in creativity and pluralism. Integrity ensures every voice is respected. This concept reflects a commitment to recognizing and utilizing the strength stemming from diverse ideas and backgrounds. It is essential to maintain a sense of unity and common purpose within this framework. Implementing this approach involves promoting collaboration. One way to achieve this is by encouraging collaboration and teamwork among individuals from diverse backgrounds. By doing so, it would undoubtedly foster a sense of belonging and shared purpose that transcends differences. F. Resourcefulness that conserves and renews leaders' energy and doesn't burn them out. Integrity prevents waste and misuse of resources. Excellence ensures we innovate with what we have. Leadership roles often come with high level of responsibility, stress, and demands. Consequently, leaders must adopt strategies and practices to help maintain their well-being and resilience. Delegation and empowerment play a crucial role in this process. Leaders should delegate responsibilities to capable team members and empower them to make decisions. Trusting and supporting your team can lighten the workload and foster a sense of ownership among team members. Leaders who prioritize their well-being and practice resourcefulness are more likely to lead with resilience, creativity, and effectiveness. By conserving and renewing their energy, they can sustain their leadership roles over the long term without consent to burnout. G. Conservation that builds on the best of the past to create an even better future. Integrity honors the wisdom of our past. Excellence prepares us for the challenges of tomorrow. This concept embodies the principle of preserving valuable tradition, knowledge, resources, and practices from the past. Simultaneously, it emphasizes the importance of innovating and adapting to meet the changing needs and challenge of the present and future. This approach is relevant in various contexts, including environmental conservation, cultural preservation, and organizational development. One of the strategies involves incorporating modern science and technology. The idea is to combine traditional knowledge and practices with modern science and technology to enhance efficiency, sustainability, and effectiveness. Together, these principles show us that integrity is the compass and excellence is the destination. Ladies and gentlemen, another valuable study entitled Leading Sustainable Schools in the Era of Education 4.0, Identifying School Leadership Competencies in Malaysia Secondary Schools by Kin, Karim, Musa, Gauri, and Khan in 2020, identify key leadership competencies necessary for guiding sustainable schools in Malaysia. This empirical study developed by a school leadership competency model for the era of education 4.0 through extensive research. The model encompassed factors such as leading for learning, emotional intelligence, critical thinking, communication and ethics, collaboration, decision-making and problem-solving, digital proficiency, and entrepreneurial skills. Let me just focus on one or two of these factors. Firstly, leading for learning. Leading for learning is about school leaders making sure that students learn well. They use different strategies and skills to help teachers and staff to do a good job. This is called instructional leadership. School leaders help decide how things are taught in their schools. The main goal of leading for learning is to create a place where every student can do their best in both schoolwork and personal growth. In addition, digital proficiency is seen as a crucial component of Malaysia's effort to prepare students for demands of the 21st century. In other words, being good with technology are very important in Malaysia's effort to get students ready for the 21st century. Nowadays, we need digital skills to do well in school and work. This means students, teachers, and schools should know how to use computers and other digital tools for teaching, learning, and managing things. The Malaysian government has been working hard to improve digital skills in education. They have plans like the Malaysian Education Blueprint that focus on using technology in teaching and learning. This is also the Digital School Initiative, which gives schools digital tools and resources. Finally, the findings of these studies offer us invaluable insights into the challenges and competencies that define sustainable leadership in education. As educational leaders, it is essential for us to integrate this insight into our practices, policies, and vision for the future of education in Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prophet Muhammad SAW once said, narrated by Ahmad, "Khairun nas anfa'uhum linnas," which means the best man among you is the one who contributes the most to mankind. This hadith is inherent among those with poor hearts, where their lives are dedicated to achieving things that shall benefit their fellow human beings. They seek not fame nor recognition from mankind, but from God alone. I urge all of you to join hands in improving the quality of education in our country for a brighter tomorrow. As the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. Let's not forget that underlying themes of human dignity in educational leadership and management, and let's work towards making a place where everyone involved in education feel valued and their rights and needs are respected. Let me conclude with a reflections. The German band Scorpions once sang, "Wind of Change." Indeed, the wind of change are blowing stronger than ever across education today through technology, through globalization, through shifting societal needs. But in the midst of change, to think must remain unshaken, our integrity and our pursuit of excellence. As we chart our way toward the future, let us remember, integrity without excellence may keep us pure but stagnant. Excellence without integrity may make us powerful but hollow. But integrity with excellence will make us sustainable, respected, and impactful not only in Malaysia, but on the global stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let us sustain integrity. Let us strive for global excellence. Let us lead with courage, compassion, and convictions. And let us ensure that the future of education is worthy of the hopes of our children and the trust of our nation. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
We thank Yang Berusaha Mr. A.B. Aziz bin Muhammad, Director of Institut Aminuddin Baki, for its keynote entitled Sustaining Integrity and Global Excellence. Thousand apologies from Yang Berusaha Dr. Muhammad Azam bin Ahmad, Director General of Education Malaysia, for not attending Keynote 1. With that, we end Keynote 1. I would like to invite Datin Dr. Nietzsche Isa Medina for Keynote 2.
Thank you, Dr. Hamidun.